A fourth factor you need to consider when it comes to creating a legacy brand is to be aware of your past. Usually, your past reminds you of a version of you that cannot easily accept the new brand you want to create. Because you've lived in your past, you know your past mistakes, you know the things that you tried that did not work, okay? So anytime you want to move forward, you can be reminded by your past. If you want to create a legacy brand, a new brand, okay, you have to be aware of your past. Apart from your past, you must also be aware of your fears. Sometimes it is not familiar people that are holding us back. It is not our past that is holding us back. It has to do with our own fears. We lack courage. We lack confidence in ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves, okay, that we can do certain things. But now you understood that you carry God potential that can make you be, do, or have what is humanly possible. So if you have God potential, there's no way you should be afraid or you should lack confidence, okay? Because it means that you can be, do, and have what is humanly possible. Another factor you must consider in creating a legacy brand is that you must not think that people who create stuff, who innovate stuff, are geniuses. Don't think that you have to be a genius to make any impact in this world. People who create stuff, who create a living, products and services to solve human problems, don't have to be geniuses, to be special people. They don't have to be people with two heads, okay? The people that you see creating solutions that are solving human problems do not have two heads. They are like you and I. So with the God potential in man, in you, in everybody, we can create stuff. We can be, do, and have what is humanly possible without thinking that if somebody is creating something, innovating something, that person should have some special talent, special gifts. No. The reality is that you don't know the full extent of the God potential in you. To say that you don't have what it takes to create things, to innovate things, okay? We are co-creators with God because we carry God potential. It is not because we are geniuses. It is not because we have special talents or ability. That is why people are able to create stuff. The God potential in man is what makes it possible for people to create stuff, to innovate stuff. And you also have this God potential because you are created in the image of God. Okay, so you don't have to be a genius. You don't need to have special talent or abilities to create solutions to solve human problems. Okay, another factor you need to consider is that you must not try to be like other people. You can learn from other people, but don't try to become like them. The reason being that there's no human being that is perfect. Every human being is supposed to do his or her best to express his or her own human potential. So everyone is on that journey trying to do that. So if you are trying to copy somebody, all right, you are going to miss out on trying to express your full human potential. Because the goal is expressing the God potential, not looking like somebody. If you make a human being your goal, okay, what will happen is that if you are satisfied with what somebody has achieved and you want to become just like that, you're going to miss out on expressing the God potential, because no matter what somebody has achieved, that person is still going to be living below the God potential. So it means that to want to be like somebody means that you want to live below the God potential, because that person is also trying to achieve the God potential. Okay, so learn from people, but make the God potential, make expression of the God potential your standard, okay, or your goal, rather than trying to be like other people. Okay, you must also try to be an inspiration. It is very important. Sometimes we need people to show us what is humanly possible. We have heard stories, we've heard teachings, but we need people to show us practically what is humanly possible. And it can be that person. There are times that we see records being set by people, and we think that now it is possible for a human being to set that record. We see records being broken by people, we think that it's possible for that record to be broken. So all the time, people have to show us the way, be an example of what is possible, what is humanly possible. You can also be such an example and not always just watching people like a spectator. Okay? You must also try to be a player that people come to watch or that people watch. Okay? So try as much as possible to be an inspiration to a lot of people, to other people, by the solution that you are providing. Okay. Then the last one, or finally, be motivated by compassion. Okay. Now, when Jesus Christ saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion because they scattered abroad as sheep without shepherd. They were moving around, no leader, no direction, no solution. So it means that you have to step up to become a leader, to become a solution provider, to become a pace setter, a waymaker for your generation and beyond. We need people like that. So you must be motivated by the fact that if you don't provide that solution, people are going to be walking around aimlessly, without solution, without direction. Okay? People are going to be walking around suffering because you have not provided a solution and they are suffering. You have to be motivated by compassion, by the fact that if you don't supply this solution, if you don't provide this solution, people are going to be walking around suffering the problems that your solution is meant to solve if you don't provide the solution. Okay, so because of compassion for human needs, human suffering, human problems, you want to create solution to solve these problems.